Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel Shraddha's Physics. Today we will solve some problems on Cauchy's integral theorem. As we know from the Cauchy's integral theorem, just previous classes we have already studied that in Cauchy's integral theorem it states if a function, suppose this function is analytic, if this function is analytic at all points interior to and on the contour C, in this contour C, then the integration over the closed contour f of z dz will be equal to 0. So, the condition should be this function is analytic in nature. If the function is analytic, all points interior to and on the contour, then f of z dz integration should be 0. So, basing on that concept, we will solve some questions. Suppose for example, our first question is you have to integrate over the closed contour C of dz, you have to integrate dz, and the condition is where C is a simple closed contour, C is a simple closed contour. Okay. So, in that case you can see this is simple closed contour. So, here you can see in this case this is closed contour, here the value of f of z is 1, because if I will write this dz integration in the form of f of z dz, so here in place of f of z 1 is present. So, for this integration dz, this what will be the value of this dz over the integration for the closed contour C. So, here you can see that the function is analytic everywhere and we can say that its derivative is continuous everywhere. So, directly I will write the integration of this value is 0 because f of z is 1 and here the function is analytic, this f of z, the function is analytic everywhere. So, directly I can write the integration over dz is 0. Similarly, for the C, where the C is the simple closed contour, in that case if I will integrate for the closed contour C, the integration over closed contour C z dz, here you can see the value of f of z is z here and the function is analytic everywhere. So, here also the value of this integration is 0. Again, if the function is given, if the integration over C z square dz, here you can see that in place of f of z, here f of z is z square. Here also for every possible values of z square, the function will be analytic in nature, or we can say that the function this z equal to f of z equal to z square and the derivative are continuous everywhere. So, the value of z square dz will be also equal to 0 where C is the simple closed contour. Simply we can say that where the function will be analytic in nature inside the contour or on the contour, in that case the integration value should be 0. This is your Cauchy's integral theorem. Okay. So, let us take some more examples. Suppose this is number 4, integration over dz by z. Suppose we have to integrate dz by z for the closed contour C, where while I am writing over the closed contour C, so it is understood that C is a simple closed, I am writing here C is the simple closed curve, simple closed curve. Okay. Here you can see that the value of f of z is, f of z means this is the coefficient of dz. Okay. The coefficient of dz is here 1 by z, clear. If I am writing the closed contour C f of z dz in this form, then you can see here in place of dz by z, f of z is 1 by z. If I will put here, if I will put z equal to 0, then the function is not analytic, or this z equal to 0 is called the singular point where the function is not defined. So, here I have to solve this equation. It means that here in place of z equal to 0, this singular point means if I will take the Cauchy's integral theorem, if I will consider the Cauchy's integral theorem, we know within any closed contour C, within any closed contour C, if the function is defined or the function within this contour is defined and on the contour is defined, So the function, the integration value will be equal to 0, but here for f of z equal to 1 by z, if I will put z equal to 0, the function is singular point. It means that this z equal to 0, it definitely it is not inside the C. So let us consider, suppose this C1, suppose I am considering this as suppose integration over C1 dz by z. Okay, I am considering dz by z integration over C1, where this C1 it lies suppose inside this contour C. Okay, and it has the radius, suppose the radius is r for the closed contour C1, and this is my origin, no. So the function is analytic between C and C1. So we can say that except this z equal to 0 point, every possible points are analytic in nature. So here, so in this part, let me change the color. In this black portion, the function is defined within this annular region. So the function of dz by z integration will be 0 at this region, at this black region, the integration value will be 0. Now we have to calculate where z equal to 0 is the singular point. For that case, I have to calculate. Now first we will calculate for the integration over C1 dz by z. So suppose let us consider this z equal to r exponential I theta. Okay. So that dz will be equal to iota r exponential I theta into d theta. Now this will be equal to integration over C1, in place of dz I can write iota r exponential I theta into d theta divided by z, z means r exponential I theta. So here cancelling r with r and exponential I theta with exponential I theta, this will becomes the integration iota into d theta. So here we have to integrate for the value of theta. Since the value of theta it varies from 0 to 2 pi, total 360 degree. So I have to put the limit 0 to 2 pi. Okay, and this will be equal to iota, the d theta integration will be, this is theta over the limit 0 to 2 pi, and this will be equal to iota into, if I will put the upper limit here theta value, so this will be iota into 2 pi, that is equal to 2 pi I, because for lower limit the value will be 0. So by only putting the upper limit, this will be 2 pi I. So here we can see that where this for the singular point where z equal to 0, for that case we have calculated 2 pi I. So we can say that the integration value as a whole we can write the integration over, I am writing here integration over this closed contour C1 dz by z, this value will be equal to, sorry, this is actually C1 or C, this is actually C, this will be equal to 0. For one case this is 0 and for other case this is 2 pi. When this integration value will be 0? If this integration, if this closed contour C1 it does not enclose the origin, I can write here does not enclose the origin, and the value will be 2 pi I if this C1 it encloses the origin. Okay, clear? If C1 encloses the origin. So this is the value of f of z dz. So you can see that here, if this value z equal to 0, it means that when f of z equal to 1 by z, for that case if z equal to 0, for that case singular point exists. Cauchy's integral theorem states that where the function is analytic in nature, that is inside and on the contour, if the function is analytic in nature, in that condition the value will be equal to 0. So except that point z equal to 0 point, for every other point the function will be analytic in nature. So I am saying that when C1 does not enclose the origin, for that case the integration value will be 0, and for other case, that is when C1 will encloses the origin, in that case the value will be 2 pi I. So this is all for today. If you have not seen my last video, that is Cauchy's integral theorem, just try to see that. After watching the video of Cauchy's integral theorem, it will be better to see this video. However, just try to remember that the function will be, when the function is analytic in nature, that it means that within the contour and on the contour. Within the contour means in this region, and on the contour means on the circumference of this contour. If the function is analytic, analytic means the function is defined, in that case the integration value f of z dz will be equal to 0. The integration over the closed contour f of z dz will be equal to 0. This is the Cauchy's integral theorem. Okay.